Hi, beautiful people. Now on this one, I'm not gonna sort of like answer any comments or whatnot. I just want to touch satu hal yang buat saya lucu, which I found very very funny. Why? And I'll tell you why later on. And today's subject is time sheets. The agency ternyata ada time sheets. Like I said, okay, on my very first job, ya saya masuk an international agency, and that was the first time saya dikenalkan oleh timesheet. And what is timesheet? It is basically a piece of paper, let's say for 1 week, okay, from Monday all the way to Friday. Jadi you have put down the dates. On this date, the clientnya apa? I'll write down the name of the client and the description. Let's say the description is okay. Body copy for magazine ad, or internal discussion, or even meeting with the client. And on the very end, you've got this column untuk how many hours. So, I mean, if I did it, let's say I was thinking about concept wise, it took me 3 hours, I'll write it down 3 hours. As a meeting, apa segala macam, I'll write it down, like how many hours juga segala macam. And I think the main purpose of the timesheet itu adalah so the AE can actually sort of like, okay, for the copywriting, jumlah jam, the total amount of working to get this copy approved, let's say is 6 or 7 hours. And being a copywriter, saya sendiri, I have my own, for them is tarif lah. So let's say 7 hours on a body paper like this, 7 hours times my punya tarif. I don't know. Let's just say for conversation's sake, see, dulu because in the 1970s, late 70s sih, nggak tahu berapa ya. But let's just say, okay, 100,000 deh, misalkan 100,000, or maybe 50,000. I really don't know. Just for the sake of the conversation. And in the end, the client I spent on working one job was 7 jam. So 7 times 50, jadi total 350. And the others, sumpah art director, dia juga ada. Dia spend time-nya berapa, dijumlahinnya berapa. And the pay stub artist, jumlahnya berapa, and in the end. Nah, nanti all the people involved on that certain job, that was the total cost. Creative cost ya. And then mungkin ada lagi yang lain-lain. Tapi in those days itu ada timesheet ya. Tapi the way I see it, timesheet, I don't know, lucu-lucu seolah-olah kayak karang-mengarang aja sih sebenarnya. Because the most important thing is, at the end of the day, totalnya tuh, 1 week, it has to be 40 hours. Yeah, 40 hours, 8 hours a day, 40 hours. Untuk memenuhi, just to say, okay, this guy is working for 8 hours a day, let's go. If asal lebih sih nggak apa-apa, like 60 hours or 70 hours, nggak ada pengaruhnya ke kita, karena kita, ya taruhlah dulu mah nggak ada ya, overtime ya kali ya, nggak ada sih overtime, yang especially buat tingkatan-tingkatan gitu. I mean, you're paid to do this, mau selesai nggak selesainya, you have to be done, like I don't know how many hours, yang penting selesai. So, nggak ada pengaruhnya sih ke income-nya tuh nggak ada. Ya, palingan yang ada pengaruh adalah buat IE-nya untuk charge to the client, okay, on this job, the total cost of the people working on your on your job is so much. Totalnya berapa? This is the amount. Nah, itu berdasarkan itu mereka ngirimin invoice. I think it's like that. Ya. Nah, itu the very first agency ada timesheet. Then afterwards, okay, pindah lah. I went to other agencies, multinational juga, kesini, kemana. I even went to locals, apalagi locals yang boro-boro, they had timesheets ya. Kalau yang lain-lain juga, as far as I remember, multi-agencies yang lain juga nggak ada timesheet sih, kalau nggak salah sih. I'm so sure of that. Kalau local, udah pasti nggak ada. Because kalau local sih, mau berapa jam lah atau apa, pokoknya get it finished dah gitu loh. Mereka is more to that, okay. And that was my first job, okay, in a multinational advertising agency. Ada timesheet. And lucunya, this is what I said, the lucu is, for me it's funny, it's funny juga ya. I started my career in an agency with timesheets. And tahun 23, I sort of like ended my advertising career in an agency with timesheets. So timesheet di tengah-tengah sih enggak ada, none of that. And kalau yang terakhir ini timesheet there's something dulu ada zaman COVID kan, so basically I mean I think it was like about 2 months or what. We were actually working from home. Kecuali memang ada yang penting-penting banget, then you had to go to the office. Tapi even working from home, you had timesheets. So jam segini sampai jam segini, Zoom about this. Atau internal discussion, thinking about what? Ada timesheetnya juga, ada timesheet. So akhirnya, I started off with a timesheet. I ended ending my career in an advertising with timesheets. And saya ada beberapa, I mean, I got 3 quotes. It's basically 1 quote in all, ya, jadiin satu. Because to tell the truth, I was never I didn't sort of like timesheets in a way. Because I said to myself, oh my God, ini kayaknya kadang-kadang suka karang-mengarang juga sih. I think the most important thing is just get the things done, gitu loh ya. But maybe that's their policy, fine. Because kita pegawai, we'll do that. But here, okay, think about this, okay. Dan kebetulan juga, waktu itu on my last one, ada COVID dong. Jadi there was work from home and work from office. And this makes a lot of sense. Work is what you do, not where you go. Oh, okay, fine. Jadi mau di rumah, kayak mau di kantor, that's work, man. Get it done. I'll repeat that, okay? Work is what you do, not where you go. Dan sekarang lagi kan, lagi bagus-bagusnya sekarang nih, yang saya suka juga, you can work from anywhere. I think that's brilliant, my God, gitu. Asa kita senang-senang, let's say, ke cafe, work from a cafe, man. Work from anywhere. Because work is what you do. Datang ke cafe, you don't drink. No, of course you drink. But the main objective, you work. Okay? So work is what you do, not where you go. 2, you get paid for your value, not your time. Ini sih buat saya sih, it smacks on for the timesheet, okay? You get paid for your value, not your time. Value dalam hal ini apa? Your contribution, your thinking, whatever to get a job done gitu, ya. Not your time, because seumpamanya, let's say, orang mikir-mikir pusing-pusing, somebody just comes up with a brilliant idea, and that brilliant idea is less than 3 minutes. But it's impossible if you have a timesheet, tulisin, discussion, or thinking about this, 3 minutes. Aduh, itu kayaknya nggak bisa deh ya. So, you get paid for your value, not your time. Okay, and the third one, okay, I guess that goes for everything, all across the board, whatever industry. An artist is paid for their vision, not their labor. Apalagi di kita ya, I would say artis ya, dalam arti kata artis, jangan mikir artis kayak orang Indonesia, kayak orang Melayu, in sinetron and whatnot. No. That's also an artist juga. Tapi in this case, it's an artist. A guy, let's say, who's an art director, he's an artist. He's good at his profession. A guy, let's say, in the media, he's an artist because he knows exactly his profession juga. An AE, she or he is an artist in selling, communicating at this profession. So an artist is paid for their vision, not their label. Jadi not their labor. Jadi bukannya sekedar fisiknya aja mesti begini. No, right? It's their vision. How committed they are in their job and whatnot, segala macam. Okay, so guys, I mean, this is totally different. Okay, I'm just saying what saya sih lucu juga. I started my advertising career in a multinational agency who had timesheets, which I didn't like. And I ended my advertising career in a multinational agency with timesheets as well. So, gini aja. I think the most important thing is timesheets or no timesheets. Beautiful people, you stay beautiful. Peace.